From the title of the video, you would have understood what this video is going to talk about, right? However, I would like to make it interesting for all the viewers. But I would need your help in that. When I ask you to go ahead and pause the video for a minute and think about the answer to the question of who is in your heart. If I ask you this question, what is your answer going to be? A lot of you are going to say, I love my father, I love my mother, I love my daughter, I love my brother, I love my sister, and so on. So it would be better to go ahead and pause the video just for a minute and go ahead and ask yourself that question of who is in your heart. And then I'm going to tell you what Imam Ja'far Sadiq alayhi salam has to say. Now, it's written in Biharul Anwar, but before that, let me tell you, I came across this tradition in this book called Sahifa Radhaviyya. In this, you'll find that Allama Majlisi, may Allah be pleased with him, narrates in Biharul Anwar on authority of Imam Ja'far Sadiq alayhi salam that he said, Al-qalbu haramullahi fala tuskin haramallahi ghayrallah. That the heart is the sanctuary of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore, do not place anybody else in the sanctuary of Allah except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Pretty simple and straightforward, right? Although almost all of us would answer this question incorrectly. Because who deserves to be in your heart? It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But on the other hand, what we do is we place others in the sanctuary of Allah, but nobody else deserves this place except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? So we should set our priorities right. We are so indulged in this world that we don't even consider thinking about it. A lot of times when we hear something like this, you know what, this is popular in Kashmir. I don't know outside Kashmir as well, but in Kashmir, when you tell somebody like, this is how it is, and the response that you're gonna get usually is, "Ye chupai. Ye chupai." If you know everything, Habibi, then what's going on? What's wrong? The thing is that a lot of times you're actually telling the truth when you say that, "Ye chupai." You know it, yes, but you listen. You listen and you listen, but you don't try to understand. You don't try to ponder. You don't try to implement it in your life. These are the things that are missing, and that's the biggest problem, right? So the next time, see, if I ask you this question again, you're going to be like, yes, it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but do you mean it? Do you mean it for real? Yes? And I ask myself the same question. I'm not like, trying to show off or anything. So the point is that we should try to think about these words of Imam Ja'far Sadiq alayhi salam. And I would like to add another one here, that in the same manner, he has written another tradition of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the Prophet Dawood alayhi salam asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, "O my Lord, all the emperors possess treasure. Then where is your treasure?" Prophet Dawood alayhi salam asked this question to who? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah, mighty and majestic, be He, replied, "I possess a treasure which is greater than the sky, vaster than the heavens' firmaments, smells better than the perfumes of paradise, and is beautiful than the celestial kingdom." And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues, "Its earth is enlightenment, its sky is belief, its sun is enthusiasm, its moon is love, its stars are inspiration and attention towards me, its clouds are reason, its rain is blessing, its fruits are obedience, and its yield is wisdom." Right? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues, "My treasure has 4 doors. The first one is the door of knowledge. The second one is the door of reason. The third one is the door of patience. And the fourth one is the door of contentment. Know that my treasure is the heart of a believer." It's written in Bihar al-Anwar, volume 70, and so on. I'm going to give the references. Possibly I'm going to put it in the video or in the description in the comment section somewhere. So the point is that we're so far away from these things. We listen, yes, we listen, but we don't ponder, we don't try to understand what's really going on. Because one day when we die, it's going to be just you. Nobody else is going to be able to help you there. And if you messed up things where you shouldn't have, where you had an option, where you were informed by someone that, hey, this is what it is, but you still didn't follow the words of Imam alayhi salam, then obviously, I mean, you'll have to pay for it. I hope not, and I sincerely pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that all the viewers here and everybody else, every single mu'min who has any problem or is going through a tough time, may Allah bless them, protect them, and may Allah bless all the viewers and your family. So I'd like to inshallah continue with another tradition after this. But yeah, I mean, I would leave you guys with this question: who's in your heart? The next time you're being asked this question, I hope you have pondered upon it, you have thought about it, and you know what to answer now, and you give the sincere answer that it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are weaknesses in our heart, there are weaknesses in our a'mal, but at the end of the day, we should try our best to become a better version of what we were yesterday. So I would wish best of luck to all of you, because this world is an exam. And yes, please remember me in your du'as. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.